pretty friendly. We try not to get attached to the beef animals, but hard not to. Hard not to. Oh yeah. My name is Scott McCormick. I live in a small town just north of Belfast, Maine, with my wife Ashley and our 4-year-old daughter Alice. We have a small farm we're building up here. It consists of about 100 acres. 50 of it is my brother's and 50 acres is mine. We've owned it since 2010. We started building the house in 2013. We moved into it in 2015, building out of pocket. It's a 28 by 32, story and a half on a slab. Pretty efficient house. I'll go over a lot more details and show you guys the inside, the out, what I did for structure-wise and how we insulated and what we did financially to be able to afford it without going, and getting a 30-year traditional mortgage. There's a lot of stuff I can share and give my advice on what I did that worked for us and is working. The barn that I'm in right now is brand new. This was started in October, so the fall of 2018. Now it's February 2019. It's not finished. It's up though. Roof's on it. It's board and batten siding. The battens aren't on it, but it's tight. It's tight enough to keep the weather out. The cows are happy, and they got their own stall finally. They were in a small shed that I had. It worked, but it just was not convenient. Not that they cared. I mean, as a lot of you know, the cows love to be outside, but it was easier for us as a family to do chores in the barn. You can walk from the house right to the barn and not worry about the weather and just be efficient with our time. So a little bit of work history about me. I went to community college after high school. Got a degree in diesel technology. Worked for a big John Deere dealership and had a lot of fun doing it for the short time I was there. But I always had this calling to be outside. Just couldn't fulfill it being in the concrete floor, turning wrenches. Although I do have to say that without the experience of being a diesel mechanic, and I grew up working on stuff as a kid. I guess working on stuff to me was second nature, being a mechanic. But to do it as a 5-day-a-week job, it killed me. I just knew I needed to be outside and had to do something to. I just had this huge, overwhelming urge to farm or work in the woods, which is what I pursued. I'm also a wood farmer. Been working in the woods since 2012. Before that, I worked inside as a diesel mechanic for a local John Deere dealership. Just couldn't stand being stuck inside. Just wasn't who I was, and I had a desire to be outside. And at the time, cutting wood fit the description. I had not cut wood before. I'd watched a lot of YouTube videos and got excited. Kind of got me inspired to go into the logging business. A lot of people do cut wood around here, so I wasn't completely, jumping into it blind. But I had no one to teach me, that's for sure. No one in our immediate family cuts wood, and I was definitely there wasn't a ton of support when I made the decision to quit working the 9 to 5 and go buy a cable skidder. But in the end of it, when everybody knew that's what I wanted to do and that's what made me happy, then they were on board. I love these Clarks. They're easy to work on. 3-cylinder Detroit diesel, 2-stroke, loud, very loud. That's probably the biggest downfall of these machines that run the old 2-strokes. Leaks a little oil, smokes a little bit. Some old timers say though, if it's not leaking oil or smoking, then it's out of oil. There's a lot to it. there's a lot to it. We could go on, and we'll talk a lot more about cutting wood in other videos. But for now, I just thought I'd give a brief overview. This is a small job, just finished up yesterday. This was about 2 acres, low quality pine. It was choked out, starting to die. Landowner said go in, cut all the pine, leave all the hardwood. It was the right choice. Next job moving to is a similar pine job, small. Works good though. These little small jobs are what make cable logging real efficient and work for me. I can move into a small spot like this, you know, and go cut 20,000 feet of pine in a week and a half, 2 weeks. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And anyways, just thought I'd show you just a quick, real crash course video on what's to come. I think a lot of people would be interested in seeing the whole process and what I do during the winter up here in Maine. It's farming in the woods is what it is. I would say that working in the woods was the biggest stepping stone of my life so far. It brought me places that I never would have been able to get to. And it established a lot of goals for me as where I wanted to bring my property and what I wanted to do with it. And that would lead me to discuss like our farm plan and farm goals up here. Real short is we right now are in mainly hay production. This will be our first season harvesting our own hay. We have leased our hay fields out in the past just because I couldn't take it on and have the equipment. Last summer I did buy an older John Deere baler. I got a John Deere 14T. I know it's old, but if you guys saw the work I put into it, the thing is a beast now. It works awesome. It puts out a wicked nice bale. And we used it last summer at a buddy's farm and totally impressed. The thing puts out a super nice bale. You guys you'll laugh when you see it because she's rusty, but it's a beauty. It works good. It works good. I got an old International side delivery rake. It was $150. Stuck out in the weeds and got it home and took the gearbox apart. Crossed over some bearings from Napa, popped the seal in it, and that thing's going. It's a little loose, but it works. Got a tedder. Got a nice tedder, really. The tedder is really nice. I got a 55 horse John Deere tractor I bought from Pennsylvania, sight unseen, about a year ago, basically a year ago. And that thing was a heap when I got it from Pennsylvania. Transmission needed to be completely resealed. Clutch packs were toast in it, you name it. But that's what I like to do. That's what I want to share with you guys. I buy junk for cheap and fix it up and either sell it or keep it. And I can't wait to share some of the stuff I have and some of the projects that I have and have done that you'll love to see, and I'll be glad to share with you. But our plans up here are to grow not just hay. We have an acre of strawberries we're putting in this spring, which is exciting. Growing strawberries has really been a big passion of mine. An old timer kind of got me inspired in them after seeing his farm quite a few years ago. He's not doing it anymore, but he used to. And I was fortunate enough to see him in his late heyday, growing pick your own strawberries and some wholesale. So that's a big avenue we're gonna chase this summer. We did some cover cropping. We got an acre ready for springtime planting. We're gonna use plastic culture. We might try other methods, but the plastic culture, after looking at it, looks to fit up here for our land. And that just leads to another avenue as we want to share is chickens. We've been following Joel Salatin, Justin Rhodes. Their methods of growing pasture poultry inspired me twofold. I was kind of like used to the chicken barns we see up and down the street still here in Maine. Huge mass production, they're all closed down, all decrepit, and kind of, you know, reminded me like, okay, that method didn't work. There was a reason those are shut down. So we're gonna try these other methods that obviously work. I mean, there's a lot of backup in them, a lot of research. The guys that are doing these methods have been studying and experimenting for years and years and years, and we've been following their books and on YouTube, and I can't wait to try it, and we're going to share it, show our first-hand experience of what we can learn. And I guess I'll leave with, why are we posting videos? Why are we going to be different? Well, we want to bring the same satisfaction and type of videos that we are watching on YouTube, because I've always believed that the more people we watch doing other things, even if it's the same thing, everybody does something a little bit different. And by watching everybody's methods, you can adapt something that works good for you, for your area. You know, we live up in Maine, our weather is wild, it's crazy. One day it's 50, the next day it's 10 below. And that's not a joke. So we're excited to be able to bring our knowledge, what I know about mechanics, fixing things, carpentry, sawmilling. The sawmill thing actually is brand new to me. I bought a sawmill to build this barn back in August of 2018. I'm curious to post some videos and get some feedback from avid sawmillers, because I'm sure I'm doing some stuff maybe not correct, but I figured it out, I think, enough. I built this barn. It's pretty, you know, it's pretty true. The boards all kind of add up as far as the thickness goes, but I'm sure there's some stuff I'm missing, so I can't wait to get some feedback and some comments. And that's what we want. We want to be able to get some advice, comments, feedback, like, subscribe. We want to keep videos coming. We're excited to start this. We want you to come with us on this journey, and we look forward to seeing where this goes. And until next time, keep watching, and we're hoping for Tuesdays and Thursdays posting new videos until, you know, things get busy. I'll post more if people want to see more, but right now we're going to stick to Tuesdays and Thursdays. Until next time, see you later.